and welcome back to my channel. If you're new, then welcome. I'm so excited for today's video, like, oh, I cannot wait for this vlog. So today is currently Thursday the 24th of November, so it's my birthday this time next week on the 1st of December. So in anticipation for that, this video will probably be up on like the 4th. This is going to be a reading vlog. I know I only did one like last weekend, but you know, I've been wanting to read this book for so long, and I've wanted the perfect excuse and the perfect time, and now I have it. So for my birthday, by the way, I'm starting this a week early because I know it's going to take me a fair few days to read this, and I want to really take my time and enjoy reading it and get the most out of it. So for me that means not reading it really quickly and all in one day, and I'm such a slow reader anyway that I just want to enjoy it, you know? So I'm going to be reading Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas for my birthday. Now I'm fully aware that this is an age gap, like forbidden romance. I'm so looking forward to reading this. You have absolutely no idea how long I've had this for and been dying to read it. I was going to make it the first Penelope Douglas book that I ever read, but I read Punk 57 earlier this year and loved it, so I'm fairly certain if the writing is similar, I'm going to love this one just as much. As well as me reading the book, I am also planning on making some Oreo cupcakes, and I might also include some of what I received for my birthday if you might find it interesting. I don't know. This is just kind of going to be like a birthday, the week of my birthday vlog kind of thing, but the main premise is that we're reading Birthday Girl. Okay, so I started Birthday Girl last night, and Pike and Jordan have just met. So they met at the cinema, I didn't know who they were. Ended up sitting together because of like other things going on. And then as they were leaving, she was on the phone to Cole, who is her boyfriend, who is Pike's son. And he overheard and he was like, Cole Lawson? She was like, yeah, why? He was like, I'm Pike Lawson, his father. And I was just like, oh, but the way that he was described was just, you know. And I think they're just about to move in with Pike, so things are gonna start getting interesting. But one thing that I did do yesterday before I read was something quite important for a future video on my art channel. And that was, I finished drawing out all of these Disney characters. So there's 20 on here. And that took me a while because that canvas is big. But now it's going to be the super exciting part of this video that I cannot wait for. And basically, I'm about to go make some Oreo cupcakes. So the cupcakes are out of the oven cooling now. I've got to do the buttercream later, but I'm going to leave them for a few hours or so to cool first before I worry about doing that. So in the meantime, now that I've got that done out of the way, I'm going to go back to reading a bit more Birthday Girl. So as you will have seen, I finished making the cupcakes. They were delicious. Well, I've only had one, so they are delicious, I should say. They probably won't last overly long in my house because my family will also be eating them. So I read a little bit more of Birthday Girl whilst they were cooling before I did the icing. But now I'm probably just going to read a little bit more this evening and then probably try and get back to reading a lot more tomorrow. So Birthday Girl is actually the 53rd book that I'm reading this year. My goal on Goodreads was 50, so I've hit that already. But I just quickly wanted to firstly update you and let you know that last night I got halfway through, so I'm up to page 200. I've been tabbing and annotating as I go. I've got to the part where she's just broken up with her boyfriend, and I know it's not going to be long till her and Pike get together. And me and my best friend were talking about this today, right? How basically why are authors so good at writing situations that in real life you would be like, no, get away, but the way that they write it, you're like, oh my god, yes, get with the dad, not the son. So I needed to make some space on my bookshelf, because if you saw my TBR video, then you will have seen what my shelf looked like after I redid it last time, and it was still cluttered. And yes, it was an organised mess, but it was still a mess. So if you want to see what it did look like, then I'll leave that video linked in the description below. It's not a very long one. I just basically rearranged my shelf and told you which books I had and hadn't read yet. But I've just reorganised my shelf and I love it so much. I've organised it by colour and I'm just so pleased and happy with it, because I had so many books on there. But like I say, because Birthday Girl is the 53rd book that I'm reading this year, I've had about 50 physical books on my shelf that I had read. So what I've done, I'll quickly show you a clip in a second, is I've put the ones that I've read, stacked them at the top of my wardrobe, because I've got like a little shelf above where I can hang my clothes. So I've put all the 50 others that I've read up there, because there's still a couple that I've read this month on my shelf that I'm gonna have at easy access for when I film my monthly wrap up, and then they'll go in my wardrobe then. At least it's now I can cycle through, and as I read some each time I can then replace in the new ones. But I'm going to give you a quick brief overview of what it looks like now. Obsessed with my shelf and I love it, and this means that I can now buy more physical books. There's like 2 on the end that are like multicoloured spines that just don't really fit in anywhere, so I've just sort of shoved them on the end. Now I'm just going to relax and read a bit more of Birthday Girl. Okay, so we've just had the steamy spicy hose scene after they went driving through the mud. If you've read it and you know, then I've just finished Birthday Girl by Penelope Douglas and I flipping loved it. Like, my god, you best believe that I ate that book up, and I tried not to tab as much as normal, but I couldn't help myself because there were so many good bits. My thoughts on the book, so I really loved it. Like, I love it so much. Thing is, right, when I read fiction books, I think I prefer the ones that are less mundane and realistic, like where it's things like a mafia romance or age gap and things like that. With how it was written, I thought it was done really well. It's actually one of my favourite books that I've read this year now, so yeah. I think I just like Penelope Douglas's writing style. It's like, I feel like a lot of the people that don't like it are the sort of people that would like Sally Rooney, and I'm just like the opposite. I couldn't, as much as I tried, I couldn't get to grips with like Sally Rooney's writing style, but Penelope Douglas, I've only read 2 of her books, but the ones that I have read I've really enjoyed, and yeah, like I say, I loved this book. I thoroughly enjoyed it. There was lots of spicy, steamy scenes, and I love that in a good romance, but it was also, like, I see where people that don't like it, I can see where their issues lie, but to me they're not issues, because, like I say, when I read a fiction book, I'm reading something that I wouldn't have happen in real life, if that makes sense. It's sort of like escapism, and it's just fun. So yeah, I think I would definitely give this book 5 stars at the moment. Obviously over time, as books sit with me, my opinions do change sometimes, but I'm quite confident that this is a 5 star, as was Punk 57 when I read that. Thank you so much for watching. Please do give it a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and remember to subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos, because I've got so many good things planned coming soon. But yeah, hopefully I'll see you in my next one.